Hey everybody, welcome back. Leopazzo TV, thank you very much for tuning in. You are now stepping into another season of Reef Tank Addiction. JP, this is an amazing tank you have, and I want to say thank you very much for having me over at your tank.
Hey guys, so my name is JP. I've been in the hobby for just about 3 years now. This is my 270-gallon display tank. I hope that you enjoy it. And this is Leopazzo TV.
You know it, guys. Let's go ahead and find out everything we can about JP's tank. Woo! 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 I'm going to move this camera so we can get a better, closer look at some of these fish and coral. Okay guys, now we are going to learn a little bit more about JP's tank and all these corals and how and why he places them where he does and what does he do for fragging and whatnot. This tank looks like it's so established for a 6-month tank, and the coral growth and just the placement of corals, everything is just, I don't know, to me it's just top notch. Like, I'm really definitely loving this. JP, why don't we start off on one side of the tank and start, you know, going through some of the corals and explaining to us a little bit more, because I don't even know really all the names of all these corals. This is just so many corals in a tank. You know, I want it to be educational for some viewers, so I definitely want to kind of...
Yeah, that's right, Leo. So anyways, guys, location is key, you know, coral propagation. Basically, I just want to show a little bit of project that I did in here. Before this, I didn't really have any torch in the tank because you know, they sting everything, but I've decided to actually keep them because one of my friends just motivated me basically. To keep
a torch?
His favorite coral is the torch.
Someone had to convince you to keep a torch?
That's correct. So, wow. You know, what I've done in here is actually, I got a mag float, an egg crate, and I got an epoxy. So and
that's a mag float and epoxy right there?
That's correct. Okay. And I just did that, so eventually I know that over time it's gonna look like a rock and surface everything in there, so it's just gonna cover that up with algae. Okay. And
so that's mounted there on your back glass?
Yes, it's just a magnet basically in the back just to attach it. Okay. You know, just to be creative.
So is that just to keep that type of coral in your tank, or is that some kind of like a fragging?
That's correct. So let's say over time the torch does grow, I can actually move it. Right. So as you can see in here.
Oh, so you can move it around?
Yes, that's correct. So, like if it's stinging my SPS or something else, I can do that, yes. Okay. So it's something you guys can do. It's very creative. If you have any questions, you can just ask. What's this vibrant one right over here? That's just a leather. A leather, and, basically, there's the elegance. And as you can see, guys, I just want to point out over here the mushrooms. If you can see, I have a lot of mushrooms on the rocks, right? And you're probably wondering how I got it all in there. So basically I actually had to chip away the mushrooms from pieces which they're attached to, you know, small pieces of rocks. Right. And I actually glued and put epoxy on certain ones of them to enable them to stick on the rock itself. So I wanted to keep the mushroom together and basically create a mushroom garden. So you scraped off mushrooms off a live rock, or off of like a piece of live rock, and then you glued them on another, like a larger piece. Right. So yeah, I would use like a hammer and a chisel or something. But what did you use? Like from what I kind of experienced, like it's not easy to just glue a mushroom. No, is it? It's not at all. But mushrooms are pretty hardy, so I actually had to remove them out of the water for quite a while, and you know, let the glue dry, and eventually, you know, they acclimated and. So are these considered mushrooms here as well, or no? Yes, those are considered mushrooms as well. This is my Recordia rock over here.
That's what I thought those were. Those look like baby, like little Recordias, no?
Yes, that's correct.
But we got a larger, like little colony of assorted Recordias here, eh? Mm-hmm. Wow.
And same thing with the Recordias, guys. I did the same thing where I took out the, the Recordias and basically I glued them on the rocks.
So you glued those all on there, eh? Because I know they're usually very common to come on frag plugs. Wow.
So as you can see, like I made gardens of different species together. As you can see in there, I got a LPS, I got a wall hammer and regular hammers with
the hammer section back here, yeah.
Yeah, with like the Duncans over here, and
all the Duncans, yeah.
Yeah, and frog spawn a little bit on the back over there. Actually, I had more hammers and frog spawn. I had to actually just remove them just to create space.
Is that an elegance right there?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, no, that's a Duncan.
Oh, that's a Duncan?
Yeah, the elegance will be in the back.
Oh, on the back there.
Yes. So basically, I had to put a variety of different kinds of stuff in here. Some people are like, where are the SPS? So, I got to put SPS in here.
Yeah. Well, you're more LPS fan?
No, actually, I'm a mixed Reef fan.
Yeah?
Yes. So, as you can see, there's everything in here. I even got green star polyps, and some would say they're weeds, but I love them. They were my motivation to basically start the hobby.
Yeah, well, we all got to start somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, as you can see in here, I also did the same thing with the acants.
Right, I'm noticing that right now.
So I made a garden of them and basically also glued and epoxied them to the rocks. So they're just right now, actually, they're growing. They're doing pretty well. And I used to actually feed these corals. So basically what I did was I got this like coral pellets. And I would just use, what do you call it, turkey baster. And basically I would... feed them or target feed them, but I don't do that anymore, and they're just doing fine.
So you previously target fed them, and now you haven't recently?
On my previous tank, yeah.
Wow, you know what? This one right there, that looks amazing, man. Yeah, Does that like have a special name or something?
It's just Australian rainbow.
Australian rainbow? Wow, the color on that one's definitely standing out. What's all this green ones over here? These long branchy green ones?
Just basically some Acropora.
Acropora?
Yeah. Just pretty vibrant. Got them from a local fish store.
Yeah?
Yeah. These are my Scullys pretty much. A lot of people actually like the Scullys. They're quite expensive. There's a reason for pricing them more is because...
look at the color on them.
Yeah.
They harder to get or something? Or
actually, it's
maintain?
Just, their propagation, basically. They don't really clone, like other corals do, right?
Right, so you can't frag these guys, eh? Oh man, have anyone tried or what? Come on now. Let us know in the comments, guys, if you guys tried fragging these. So some of you gotta try for sure, no?
Yeah.
Or it's not worth it, eh? To lose it.
These are just basically my flower pots over here right beside it.
What color is that? Like a purpley pinky red, no?
Yes.
What color would you name that? Come on, give me a color.
It looks like it's pink to me, but I think I'm colorblind.
Let's see if we can get in here. So now we're having a closer look at your favorite coral. Run by me that name again of this green one here and towards the center of the screen.
Actually, yes. As you can see, there's like a few Cyphastrias in there. There's Ultimate Cyphastria. There is what do you call it? Rainbow Cyphastria.
Which one's the rainbow one?
The Polkaroo. The rainbow one is supposed to be the greenish one over there.
Oh.
And well, that's what it was sold to me, so I don't know if it's really rainbow.
Right.
But yeah, the other one is the Berserker.
The one on the right there?
Yeah, the one with the blue.
Wow, that looks crazy. That bluey purple on it with those like orangey red
it's
yellow.
It's actually spreading already, so it's sick. I have quite a few more on the left side over there.
Oh, you have another section of them right here, eh?
Yeah, so just like those are basically just like, I actually drilled those rocks and I put frags on them. So eventually the frags will just encrust over and cover it, and you won't see anything but just coral on it.
Wow, so exactly like you said, it's gonna encrust eventually all over. So if these guys eventually touch each other within time, because it's gonna happen.
That's correct. Yeah, there'll be a warfare, and one will win.
One will win?
Yeah, so
wow. Is there a chart? Is there a chart to follow to see which coral wins, or like which one's strong?
I don't want to find out right now, but you know what? I had no place for them, so I just put them wherever.
No place? I got a place for you to put them.
Oh man, yeah, that's basically a SPS right there. I just kept like a whole bunch of.
Look at that. That's actually like on the screen. It's not really giving what I'm seeing on my like real eyes, but the top of it is like a purpley vibrant blue, and the bottom slightly like greenish. But oh wow, the color on it is amazing. And this tank is so deep, man. Like these corals all the way there at the back. And we have the we have the return pump on because I can see the flow going. Okay, but we have the power ahead. I guess it's off the setting. Is that setting, or because we turned them off from before?
Actually, I turned them back on, so they're on now.
Awesome. Well, let's head over to the right side of this tank over here.
Actually, before we do that, I just want to show you guys. I also did the same thing with the chalice rock. So this is basically my chalice rock around here. Right. And as you can see, there.
So there's multiple of them. Let's step back here.
Yeah. So
this whole rock is kind of designated to chalice, eh?
That's correct, yeah. So I have a few different ones, watermelon, rainbow chalice, as well as...
There's a crazy purple one on the top left. There's that red one that pops out to me on the bottom right. The one on the bottom left with these little like... I gotta dive right in here, man. Let's take a look at this, man. This is real. This is real deal right here.
Yeah, I was told that it was called a flamethrower chalice. It's actually pretty... invasive, and it grows pretty fast.